Hi there, everyone. Good to see or good to talk to you again. Um, this is a quick video on my thoughts on AI and a couple of things that I've been thinking about and just considering as I just look at the AI space and how it's entering into society and into our understanding and consciousness as well. And so one of the things that I wanted to do is um, relate it to will it take over the world? As some people are saying, it'll take over our jobs, it'll take over if we let it have no guardrails, it could destroy humanity and all of those things, which is definitely things to consider as we know what it's capable of. But what I wanted to do is just bring a philosophical um, side to it as well, so that we can consider the repercussions on giving it too much um, attention in the realm of, in my opinion, is it human? Can it be human? Have humans create something of a life form, and a whole bunch of other stuff that people are talking about. So what I'm going to do is just get straight into it. So um, firstly, I just want to discuss like AI, artificial intelligence, is was created by the scientific community, just between engineers, the scientists, and the engineers. So it's an engineered machine that has been given um, certain things to do and how to get to it. So um, it is based on game theory. There's a lot of game theory modeling so that it can get to outcomes or predicted outcomes as well. So I just want to just make it understandable. So think about it this way: it is a computer. Okay, it's got different data points, and you would feed in questions or prompts. It goes through a whole set of calculations, and it comes out with a result. Okay, and that result can change based on what it's been fed into it before and how it's been trained. So these models are trained on information that is fed into it. Okay, so I want to bring in, if the human race is going to say that they've created humans or consciousness and reasoning and all of that, we take in the space of God. So just remember what this channel is about. It's building a strong Israel and a Jewish people. Israel exists because they believe that there's one God, that there is a God in this world, there is a God that created the world, there is a creator. Okay? The Jewish people were chosen to bring that message to the world. And so we see through history and then obviously through the Bible, there are places where man or the human race wanted to take God out of the picture. And I want to reference the Tower of Babel, which is a famous story for those that know the scriptures from the different religious sects as well. But so what happened in the Tower of Babel? People got together and said they wanted to build a tower to the heavens, okay, in their own honor, in their own name. So I'm just simplifying the whole thing. And what it was to give the human race, the humans, the um, the highest place. okay, not bringing God into it. And because of that, okay, God came down and he confused the nation that was doing that by giving them different languages so that they couldn't understand each other while they were building this tower. So it's called the Tower of Babel. So whenever the human race tries to take God out of the picture, okay, God will come in and correct that. So if the human race, us as humans, will now say we've got artificial intelligence, which is a great tool that has been added into society. Most certainly, I use it on a day-to-day basis as well, but I know what it's there for. I know it's there as a tool to make my life, my work a little bit easier and to do more of the stuff that is, if we can call it creative, and more of the mundane, I can give it to the AI as well. So it's a tool. So I'm not going to give it a human place within my life or even in my understanding or consciousness. So for the human race or for humans now to actually say, we've created this thing, we have now created consciousness and reasoning and a whole bunch of other stuff. We are now, in a sense, God, okay? And if we want to give it further responsibilities that will take away from us or take away from God, just remember, God is there and a correction will come. So what we always just need to do is give God his place in the world because it's his creation. Okay, he created everything. He created all of us. We are his children, and there is nothing that can take his place. And he'll make sure of that as well. So if we look at AI, great tool, great, can work out a whole bunch of stuff. It can consolidate a whole bunch of information that you actually feed into it. But the more information that you need, the more data points, the more uh, um, um, reasoning or decisions that it has to make, the more processing power you have to give it as well. So there's a whole bunch of other things that are linked to these AI models and what it actually is doing and how it gets done. Just to throw it out there, the new data centers that they build in to run these AI models have had to take on a different way of how they build them. They need to build them firstly with their own power sources, okay? Because it is power hungry. The more that you want to process, the more power you need into it. So they build it with their own power sources because the power has to be regulated as it goes in. And there's a whole bunch of technical stuff that is linked to that. Then there's also a cooling source, which is water. So you need to build your own or close to where there's a lot of water or cooling. And then obviously you've got the processing itself. So those are the three major components that they have to be building it with. So just in that, so we want the ruler of the world to be an AI model. You're going to need to give it power, you need to give it cooling, and you need to give it processing power to actually make the decisions. So in all of that, how in logical thinking can that be a human, or that can be an entity that can create or an entity that can rule? Because it's based on human innovation to be able to do what it does. So then wouldn't we as the human race be the God that has created this being, but now this being or this thing is now, we give it the position of something greater than what we are as well. So it's kind of all convoluted, whatever. So that's why I'm saying, let's just think about it in the terms of Tower of Babel. Whatever we're doing as human beings that are building, want to take God out of it and give another place or something, the place of God in that, it's not going to work out. So, food for thought. We will catch you on the next one.